Cheers, everybody, and welcome. I see Rufo's here. He's lurking while he's working. Wild is here. Did I see Josh is here? Ryan's here. Welcome, everybody. It's good to see everybody. I did it to myself again this week. My Tuesday is my Friday. Everybody's Tuesday is my Friday. And everybody's Friday is more like my Monday. And so Tuesday rolled around again and I was like, yes, it's Friday. I get to watch Karen after work today. And then I was like, crap, it's Tuesday. No Karen tonight. But it was okay because I buckled down and got some stuff done instead. And that's always good too. So how is everybody today? Ruth was talking about going to Quartzsite and then to Arizona. Lovingly jealous, by the way. Take me with you. Wild says she's doing well. That was kind of hard. That was a tongue twister. Wild says she's doing well. And Karen says she's got to start doing things on Tuesdays just for my Friday fix on Tuesday. Thanks, Karen. So lots going on. Lots and lots going on. I want to start with something that's a little easier to talk about than the potential meteorite caught on a doorbell camera. I want to start with a gift that was given to me by Topherspin Meteorites. The 2025 Witnessed Falls calendar. So inside, this is a meteorite that my friend Jules etched. She did what's called a Russian etch, where you cover part of the meteorite with some sort of a substance that prevents the acid from etching it. Sorry about my fingernails, by the way. And then when you're done etching, they usually do it around the edge of the meteorite, which is really pretty, but she got really creative and did something really different with this one. And then if you'll notice, the smaller pictures are on the days of the month. Those are what are known as fall dates. So those meteorites were confirmed and seen to fall on those dates. There's a thin section photography picture in there. That's a meteorite under thin section under the microscope. Ryan says he wants to hear me sing. I've got kind of an old-timey tune picked out if we meet our goal. Let me ring a saw blade for Ryan. How fun is that? Give me just a second. Yeah, we'll fix that later. So again, a really cool picture of a meteorite for the month, and then meteorites that have fallen on that fall date. So I think that's cool. And something that you've maybe never thought about before that's kind of unique and interesting to meteorites and meteorite collecting is that you can have a meteorite, you can buy a meteorite that fell on your birthday. And we call those birthday meteorites. Just saying. So if you wonder if you have a birthday meteorite, or, someone you love has a birthday meteorite, drop me a date in the chat and we'll have a look and see if you have one. And then we'll see if I can pronounce the name of said meteorite. And Cynthia's here. Welcome. Yeah, Wild, there's a goal that if we get 5 super chats within the first hour, there, Moz hitting in on it here. I will sing an old-timey song, a cappella. I'll just shoot it from the hip. Bam. So you'll either see me terribly embarrass myself or you'll see me do something that's amazing. 4/19. I'm not fishing. Let's see. April 19th. Madara Cave? Not a clue. Not a clue. Anything about that meteorite. Some of them I'm very familiar with. Others, this is the first time I've ever heard of them. Oh, the lava's getting in on it too, you guys. And Angie got in on it. Thank you, Angie. And I got some bell ringings to do. Oh, Karen just did it. Keep singing, she says. I'm going to make the saw blade sing first. And then I'm going to let her rip. Tater chip. Sweet music to our ears. Okay. I went through the old lyric book. I haven't busted the old lyric book out in a long time. But I did bust the old lyric book out. Me, says Ryan. And I was like, you know, what's old and forgotten that I've, forgotten about that would be super fun to treat you guys to. An old Tom Waits song came to mind. And I came across the stinking cutest song to sing to you guys a little closer to Valentine's Day. I wanted to do it today. I was like, I want to do it today. And then I was like, no, I'm going to save it for Valentine's Day. So in the meantime, we're going to do Come On Up to the House by Tom Waits. Sing along if you know it. Nice warm up, Ryan. All right. Here it goes. You asked for it. Hopefully you get what you paid for. Yeah, we'll do it live. Yeah, Opal Guy, and welcome, Opal Guy. Well, the moon is broken and the sky is cracked. Yeah, come on up to the house. The only things that you can see are all that you lack. Yeah, come on up to the house. Oh, you're crying won't do you no good. Yeah, come on up to the house. Come down off the cross, we could use the wood. Yeah, come on up to the house. You got to come on up to the house. You got to come on up to the house. This world is not my home, I'm just a passing through. Yeah, come on up to the house. There's no light in the tunnel, no irons in the fire. Yeah, come on up to the house. You ain't singing lead soprano in a drunk man's choir. Yeah, come on up to the house. Don't life seem nasty, brutish, and short? Yeah, come on up to the house. The seas are stormy, you can't find a port. Yeah, come on up to the house. You got to come on up to the house. You got to come on up to the house. This world is not my home, I'm just a passing through. Yeah, come on up to the house. There's nothing in the world that you can do. Yeah, come on up to the house. You've been whipped by the forces that are inside of you. Yeah, come on up to the house. Oh, high on top your mountain of woe, yeah, come on up to the house. You know you should surrender, but you just can't let go. Yeah, come on up to the house. You got to come on up to the house. You got to come on up to the house. This world is not my home, I'm just a passing through. Yeah, come on up to the house. Thank you. Oh, lava. Thanks, guys. Yes, Brian and Julie are doing things. I'm loving that. Yeah, way too cool. I love that old song. And I'd kind of forgotten about it. So that was fun. Things you'll never see me do for $1,000, please. Oh, yep. Yeah, you guys are great. That was a lot of fun. Thank you. So the big elephant in the room today is about my inbox lit up the other day. Hey, did you see this video of this potential meteorite caught on a doorbell cam? I watched it, the first link that somebody sent me, and I really doubted the authenticity of this. Right? Like, I watched it over and over and over and over, and my mind was just like, so many different things could explain this video other than a meteorite impact. Why would anybody assume that this is a meteorite impact? My inbox lit up some more as the day went on and on. And I got a couple of different links from a couple of different people. Of course, everybody's getting their info from a different source, right? Keeping on task. Way to go. Yeah. So I clicked on a different link, and it took me to a very interesting read about this potential meteorite impact caught on a doorbell camera. And I'm sure you could just Google any of this information. In fact, I'm going to have to get to the exact information that I want to share with you. I'm going to have to pull it up on Google because I didn't write it down or anything like that. This read on this meteorite that I got from, again, I got several different hey, did you see this? Hey, did you see this? Notifications and like my email, my, messenger, my all over the place. Everybody was getting in touch with me, which is great because I love that you guys are letting me know that, because if everybody just assumes that I know that and nobody messages me, maybe I don't know, and I would be missing out on something kind of neat maybe. So, okay. I apologize. My eyes are a little bit puffy today, and my nose is just a bit chapped. I got just a little touch of the crud on it. So I kind of look, I promise I'm okay. See, you can hear it. I apologize for that. So the read up says that, this gentleman was out walking his dog just moments before. In fact, that's why his camera was still activated, was still recording, is because he'd just been standing right there with his dog. They stopped and they went inside, and then wham, like basically right where he was standing, hits this stuff. And as it hits, it like blam, splatters all over the sidewalk a little bit, breaks up, makes a little like imagine throwing a wad of flour and just slightly damp, and it would like plap, some of it would blast off a little bit onto the sidewalk, and some of it would kind of stay in a hunk, right? And so he'd been standing right there. If he hadn't have just opened the door and took his dog in, this thing would have hit him. And he sees it, and collects a little bit of the dust up and gets in touch with, this is where things get interesting for me, gets in touch with Dan Hurd. And Dan Hurd works up in Canada, and he is a very well-known meteorite person. So I'm like, okay, so what does Dan Hurd have to say about it? And I want to be really careful that we're talking about the same Dan Hurd here, not not the Dan Hurd, the prospector, our Dan Hurd. It's spelled H-E-R-D, I believe. Anyway, Dan Hurd goes to this guy's house, actually, and they collect as much of this material up as they can. And so it is the Dan Hurd that I'm talking about. Anyway, they take it in, and it has been classified and is an ordinary chondrite and has been given a place name. So I need to excuse myself over here for just a minute and see if I can come up with the place name that this has been given really quick for you guys. Oh, no. Very important. I want meteorite, not meteor, caught on camera. Oh, get out of here, little pop-up thing. How do I get rid of that on my computer? Oh, there it goes. Chris Hurd, not Dan Hurd. Sorry, I apologize. Chris Hurd. Okay, and he works at the University of Alberta's Meteorite Collection. He is their curator. So again, this is telling me that this is possibly a confirmed fall, if Chris Hurd agrees. Okay, again, they scoop up some of the fragments and they take it in and they analyze it. They were able to obtain about 95 grams. It makes me smile. Hey, Bear. Okay, and fittingly, the sample has been named the Charlottetown Meteorite. He says the meteorites are typically enter the atmosphere. Okay, yeah, okay. Scientists sometimes have verbs. Okay, yep. So again, this is a confirmed meteorite, you guys. This has actually happened. And I thought that they said what type in here. Let me see. Common type, the most common type. It's confirmed to be an ordinary chondrite. They don't say what type it is, which really wouldn't matter to you guys anyways. So, but yes, the meteorite caught on the doorbell cam is confirmed by science and has been given a place name. So that's pretty cool. Do the things, Lava Bison says. For sure. And thank you for doing the thing there, Lava Bison, with the members. Yeah. Oh, I love it. So, yeah, that's pretty exciting to me. And if you get a chance, go watch the video. I literally just clicked into my search, meteorite captured on camera. Of course, that could bring up a billion trillion different things, but it just so happened to be like the second thing on the list there. I just clicked on it and it told me all about it. The guy was standing right there, scared the poo-poo out of him to think about what had happened if he wouldn't have moved. So my cup runneth empty. I need to fix that. We should probably look at some rocks or something exciting. In the meantime, I saw my bear come in, by the way. Welcome, Bear. So, OMG with the AZ Rock Hounding Expeditions material. Ay, ay, ay. Is Jeff here? Did somebody say that Jeff is here? I see Alice here too. Yes, my brain needs coffee too. That's why we're getting a little set up here so you guys can have a gander. Just have yourselves a gander at this here exciting stuff. I'm gonna be right back. Oh, punk. And Bear, if you're there, Lava's already messaged me about the weirdness, and we're keeping an eye on it. There's your cryptic message. Thank you. And Bear, appreciate you helping us keep an eye on the weirdness. Okay. The beautiful stuff from AZ. My goodness. This, oops, I got a little hair there. That a big surprise, right? Being that I have hair that's about 4 foot long. These little pieces, I'm so excited about these. Like, how cool would that be? Just like that as a cab with all the live edges and stuff. Oh, and there comes the sunshine to ruin my setup again. How does that always happen? And then this little piece here, oh my God, the attitude this little piece had. And I think I'm in love with it because it kind of reminds me of Dinobone a little bit right there. And there's Jeff, yeah. Focus. There we go. Anyway, I'm not real certain what I'm going to do with the little guy yet. It's not, I don't know, really calling to me for a cab or anything, but this little guy sure is. And let's wet him real quick so we'll see, you know, like I'm not just exaggerating. I'm thinking that's going to be real pretty. Yes, in fact, we zoom in on some of this tube that I've bisected here in the microscope reel at the end of the last video. So Brian and Julie, if you missed that, go ahead and go back. Some of the, what I really like about checking stuff out underneath the microscope is how outer worldly it can make some of this stuff look. I'm enjoying the sun this morning too. I don't want to go shut the curtain, but it does really, I need to refill my bottle. It does really wash out the color and stuff in the rocks if I'm not careful. Yes, you do, Jahek. And Jennifer, welcome. Oh my gosh, seriously, this little bit down here, I mean, yeah, it's pretty much got it all going on, doesn't it? Just enough. Dang, huh? Like, dang, huh? What's going on? Can you zoom a bit? In or out? How's that? Mucho better. There's the sunbeam. Pinch the rock. I haven't done that yet. Oh. It did make me laugh, though. Thank you, Jeff. Yeah, and if you thought that was pretty, here comes some more pretty stuff. So when I looked at this under the microscope, by the way, did anybody look at those pictures and wonder how much cinnabar is in here? Or is that just like a red jasper? I mean, is that possible that... I just wondered. There's a lot of red, and maybe not so much in this particular piece, but there was a part where it was a whiter rock, and it had like little red flecks in it. Anyway, I just wondered if that's a possibility, or if we're all in agreement that no way, Jose. Like right in here, look how dang red that is. Not saying it's cinnabar. I just wondered when I looked at the up close. I was like, oh, no, no. It's a beautiful slab. Yes, it is, Jack. Yes, it is. The whole stinking way. Everything about it. Awful pretty. Oh, look at that little pocket right there. Oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. Just stunning stuff. I just cannot get over it. No cinnabar. Oh, good. See, I just didn't know. It crossed my mind when I looked at it all minerally and stuff, and it was, you know. I've got a piece that we do wonder if has some cinnabar in it, and it looked kind of similar, is the reason why I asked. And that would be this piece right here. This is probably about the only thing I've ever seen that slightly compares in awesome to the AZ stuff, is this right here. So this is not AZ rock hounding expedition material. This is a piece that I purchased at an estate sale up in Canada. And the little shapes are what blows my mind. Like all of these little, let's see if I can find a pointer. Oh. Awesome. Thank you, Bear. All of these little teeny tiny shapes in here, these little like diamond shapes. There's just billions of them in there, right? Like, can we get in any closer? Can we get closer? Do you see a bear in there? That's cool. Yes, we can get a little bit closer. All of the little diamonds with the little, like, and when we zoom in on those, they look like they have like a little pyrite or something in the middle of them. They're quite crazy. But we also wonder if the red mixed into this might have been a cinnabar. Again, not confirmed. Beautiful material. Oh my. Yeah, anyway. This stuff is mind-blowing also underneath the microscope. I mean, it's mind-blowing just zoomed in this far, but... And I am kicking myself, by the way, right now. Hey, Sharon. Because I really, really, really meant to send a piece of this to Karen. Because she has a piece, but she covets it so much that she won't do anything with it. And so I wanted to send her another piece so that she could have a piece that she could keep and then have a piece that she could feel comfortable trying some stuff with. Because we all know what an extremely talented artist Karen is. And you, I, and everyone in this room would probably agree we'd like to see her do something neat with something like this. Bada boom. So, I did mean to send her a piece of this in her package, but I failed to do so. That's okay. There's always another package and another package and, you know, yeah, buddy. Some more AZ stuff here, just real quick since we're on that roll. It's so stinking pretty. I just can't believe how stinking pretty it is. So Lava just mentioned a rock in an alkali flat that he's been meaning to go after in the freeze, he says. So allow me to tell you a little bit about that. Gosh, and it just doesn't stop being beautiful. Here's the next piece of this same cut. Here it is dry. Sometimes dry, we can see the little druzy pockets and things better, so I'm going to hold off on spraying it really quick. Look at all the bot in there. How shiny. Spectacularly sparkly that is. And then there we go. Okay, so this rock that Bison is mentioning right now, the alkali flat, there are lots of them here, but when we say the alkali flat, we're usually referring to the one that's right outside of town. Ouch, gosh, my back still hurts. When the wind blows really bad, you can barely drive down through there. It's like a snowstorm. The alkali blows across the interstate and it gets kind of dangerous sometimes. But it's literally just a flat, white, nasty little, you know, wind trap, right? But Lava Bison drives by there quite frequently. And one day this rock just catches his eye. It just like is in the middle of this vast white open alkali flat. And not only does this rock catch his eye, but as he keeps an eye on it over the months and I don't know, maybe even years now, this thing is walking across the alkali flat, much like, you know, the rocks do in wherever the desert is, where they leave a little, and it leaves a little trail behind it too. I mean, there's a little, like, you know, 3-4 foot behind it little trail. And like he says, you cannot go out there any time of the year except maybe in the deepest of freezes to go get that thing, because you would sink up to your knee in like stink mud, right? Opal Guy says Death Valley. Yeah, thank you. Anyway, half of me is curious to see what this stone is. I'm sure it's nothing spectacular, but you never know. I mean, it might be kind of interesting. And the other half of me is like, no, man, leave it there. See how far it'll go. Thanks for stopping in, Rick. I apologize that you've got a migraine today. Hopefully you can get that kicked and enjoy the latter part of your day at least. Cool, huh, Ryan? Anyway, there's one up here we've been keeping an eye on for quite some time. Here's another AZ piece. This thing, oh my gosh. I, by the way, photographed that pink druzy hole the other day in the microscope, and it was like, oh. Here's the other half of it. Look how freaking sparkly. And pink. It's so stinking pretty down in there. All pink and stuff. Pink and stuff. Absolutely de-stinking lightful. Let's blast it with the water. Whoop-ya. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh. Yeah, it's pretty dang neat, isn't it, Wild? And here's these end cut. You can't even, like, let's see. Actually, I'm gonna try to move this. There. Oh, we could almost see down in there for a minute. I was gonna say, if we could get the sunshine to go right down in there, maybe we could have a peek in there. There's some. You can see in there a little bit. There they are. The bots are in there, aren't they? They're pink, too. Pretty pink bots. Excuse me. Right, Jennifer? I was reading the chat, so I wasn't even paying attention to the sunshine or the hand drift or any of the, I swear it's not my first day, you guys. Yeah, that's a cool little piece. This all came out of one of their mystery boxes, you guys. So if you feel like you need to have some of this. Also, there is a bunch of this in the tumbler at varying degrees in this house. And we're fixing on starting a vibratory tumbler polisher over at Lava Bison's. So expect to see some of this in coming out of different stages of, different ways of processing this here. That's cool. Look at the eyes in that blue. Woohoo! Like I say, this piece I want to run on the flat lap and just leave the live edge, make a cool piece of jewelry with it like that. Some of it's headed for a, trial run in a vibratory polisher, and some of it is already in the rotary tumbler and is about to come out. So it walked 6 feet recently, and it needs to be strapped to the floor. Yeah, it does. Wild. Oh. Yeah, reds, oranges, and yellows on and the blues. The blues. Ah. Yeah, I can't get over how stinking pretty their stuff is. And again, like I say, there's quite a bit of it there's like a really red piece. Quite a bit of it that's already in the tumbler and will be out soon. And quite a bit more that's headed that way. Les, welcome. Les was one of those people who reached out to me and said, "Did you hear about this meteorite that fell on a doorbell, caught on a door camera, fell on somebody's front step?" So thank you again, Les, for reaching out, letting me know about that. Jeff just came to the autocorrect there, or the dang, yeah, dang it, he says. We knew what you meant. It's funny, I could actually hear Jeff's voice in my head when I read his. Dang it. Oh, so it's kind of funny that last week I was talking about starting a little bit of a series called Things That Fell from the Sky Thursdays. Excuse me. And then this week I was like, well, we're definitely talking about something that fell from the sky this week because there's been a lot of inquiry into it. So, yeah, not Dan Hurd, Chris Hurd. I apologize to Chris Hurd if he watches this for getting his name so brutally wrong for the first 10 minutes of my informational video. But I stand corrected and I'm not afraid to say I made that mistake. So Chris Hurd, like I say, University of Alberta, is that where? Went and helped this gentleman collect some of his meteorite and take it in for classification, and it's been given a place name. So definitely a legit fall. So that's pretty cool. What else do I know? What else is going on? Anything super exciting? There's been a lot of videos, stuff going on. Soul's been rocking her package openings and all of that fun stuff. AZ's been doing their thing, and it's been a lot of fun. Kyle's back. Lots of everybody doing lots of really cool stuff. Jahik's doing the cab competition. I know you guys have probably heard about it, but what if there's someone here who hasn't? If you're on the Discord, and if one of my wrenches wants to share the Discord, they're doing that cab competition. And I just want to say too that if you're not doing the cab competition, be sure to go over and check it out and show some support to those who were brave enough to do that. Yes, that's the one there, Opal guy. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one, Opal guy. And like I say, just meteorite caught on camera, it brought it right up, and you'd think that there probably are billions of search results that pop up when you type that in, but it was like the second one down when I typed it in this morning. So it was neat to hear it shatter. I agree. And just to hit, you know, like I really enjoyed it. And like I say, I watched it very skeptically the first, probably, I'm not gonna lie, I probably watched it 20 times, you know, back it up, you know, watch it over and over. And was like, yeah, there's so many other things that could explain this. Like, why would anybody assume that this is, you know? And so I was skeptical, very much so at first. And like I say, when I started reading into it, they started mentioning, you know, hi, chubby hubby, it's all right. They started mentioning, you know, the actual real legitimate science people. And I was like, okay, but sometimes people share a name, and this could be, you know, just a coincidence that they found a guy named Chris Hurd to talk about this. But no, it is the Chris Hurd of the University of Alberta, and they have collected it. And again, you'll notice on the date too, they're like, it fell a long time ago, by the way. Well, they're talking about this event, like, do I still have it up? Watch I say that, and then I won't be able to find the actual information for this. In July of 2024. So, I mean, it's not a long time ago, but it's been a minute, right? Like, and so, you know, again, you're like, oh, you know, it fell in July and it's just now making its rounds. Like, this is suspicious, you know, okay, right? But no, like, actually really legit. And it's taken that long for this to get classified, be brought to science and classified. There you go. So that's my take on it. I say it is definitely real. Definitely real. They were able to get 95 grams in total of that material collected up, which is not a lot. I mean, it's not a lot either, but like, good luck trying to get you some of that for your collection. So that's pretty cool. Not every day do you get to actually watch one of those videos and be like, yeah, that's actually legitimate, you know. All too often you're like, yeah, nah. Yeah, so cheers to that. Pretty cool thing. And again, I'm so excited that so many of you were, as soon as you became aware of it, had reached out and made sure that I knew about it too. I think that's cool. You guys are a bunch of cool cats. What a cool community we have here. See if I can fix that opal guy. Why am I having such a hard time with things on my computer? Oh, wait. There. What happened there? Oh, hmm. I'm a cool cat. uh, there you go, opal guy. There you go. Thank you for sharing the link. That be the one. Mm-mm. I did. Thanks, Jeff. I struggled with it. I definitely rode the struggle bus to figure out how to do that on my brand new laptop, but I did in fact figure out how to do it. Power corrupts, just saying. Promote the corruption. No, don't. Don't promote the corruption. Promote the corruption, Allison. Promote it. Oh. The best part of waking up is drinking from your caring cup. So cheers to that, you guys. My kids bought it for me. It's a Dell. I have no idea. 8th gen core. I don't speak technology. I don't speak technology, but it's awesome. So far, I've really enjoyed it. There you guys are. Isn't that paradoxical? My buttons all light up and everything. It's pretty sweet. It's sure been making editing and stuff a lot more joyful. I've been doing everything on my phone, very little on my laptop. My old laptop was missing a couple of keys and buttons, and some of them worked sometimes and barely worked other times, and sometimes they overworked and you'd get like 35 G's and you had to try to, and then the backspace wouldn't work and you were stuck with 35 G's trying to get the G to go away, and then you'd start going away and it go, you know, it was just a dang hassle, and it was doing silly, stupid stuff. And so, yeah, it has really helped. And not only that, but a lot of the bookkeeping and keeping track of addresses and things that I do a lot by hand, but I also like to have backed up on the computer. What if I lose my gosh dang notebook, or spill water all over it, or drop it in the saw, or I mean, you know, things could happen to my notebook. So I do like to have everything backed up on the computer, and just to make that easier is great. So tons of stuff that I actually use it for, and it's hard now actually to shift into that. I'm like, I find myself doing things on my phone and I'm like, why am I doing this? Like answering comments for one. Why do this on my phone with the makes me go, you know, like why, when I can open up the laptop, put it on a little lap desk, or put it here and pull right up to it and just pound them out. I can answer, you know, comments in half the time and it doesn't give me a stress headache. So I don't know. I think mine was more like it's been dropped. Like I got a bad habit of setting it on the back of the couch, or setting it on the arm of the couch and then walking away, and then the dog jumps up or somebody else sits on it and then it falls down, and it, you know, so I think mine was pretty beat up. It's not so much a Pepsi and food crumbs. Rock dust, actual like physical little crumbs of rock dust do sometimes end up in there. And sometimes the like overspray and things like that end up on my laptop. So it's got to be a little bit tough. So, but yeah, I'm loving it so far. And like I say, just making the transition over, I catch myself. I'm like, what am I doing? I could just like go over there and do it. And then I'm like, yay. Yay. So, and I've been trying to learn some new tricks too, because there's a lot of it that I knew I could be doing, but I couldn't do it from my phone. So yeah, it's been really fun. If you're not careful, you learn something new every day, which is, I think, I can't even say it and not laugh, because it delights me to my very core. And so, I mean, that might not sound like exciting stuff to learn to everybody. Like, what? You learned how to, thanks, Josh. You're learning how to do, you know, stuff on your computer, like tricks, you know, like making a better thumbnail, or making a better description, or making a better, Josh. Any of those things, you know, it doesn't sound like, you know, how to add the next video suggestion, you know, on there. Things like that doesn't sound like exciting stuff to learn, but you know, it depends on who you ask. I was pretty dang tickled to be learning some of it and trying it out. So helps make your guys' viewing experience a little bit more enjoyable as we're on this journey and adventure together. Yes. Josh is pretty cool dude. Ba-dum boom. Josh is a man. Yes. Excuse my sniffy nose again. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool that there's a confirmed fall there, caught on camera like that. That's pretty neat. We need as much of that data as we can get, because all too often, I don't mean to poke fun of somebody whose house is burned down, but all too often there's a shooting star captured somewhere across this state or nearby. Somebody saw it, and then somebody's house catches fire, and it's nothing but a coincidence, but they, you know, truly and honestly wonder and believe if their house was struck by a meteorite and that's why it caught fire. We can see in that video that it's clearly not burning or on fire. It's moving pretty quick, no doubt about it. But definitely not hot, definitely not burning. I'm excited about this. This, again, is not the kind of calendar that you want to make your appointments on, you know, not the kind of calendar you want to schedule your appointments on, but really neat. Like I say, some of these I've never heard of. Holy cow, look at the fusion crust on that one. It looks like chocolate frosting on vanilla cake. There's a beautiful palisite. Yeah. I am just in love with this right now. And I just want to just like put it right here at the desk, you know, and so I can just glance up and be like, yo, there's a tarta. There's a, you know, some of these I am familiar with. Some of them I am not. Battle Mountain, Great Salt Lake. Yeah, too cool. Murchison, whoop, whoop. Murchison has more amino acids in it than the human body. Space is so stinking cool. Oh, Lodrin. That's the place, the namesake of Lodronite. That's cool. Oh, you guys, I'm such a nerd over stuff like this. No, I've never been to South Georgia, Sharon. I really haven't been very far away from Montana. I've been to most of the neighboring states and up into Canada and stuff. Oh, that's so pretty. That's so pretty. Can I see the texture in there? How pretty is that? But no, I've never really been anywhere else. Been to Oregon, I've been to California, been to Washington, I've been to Wyoming, I've been to North and South Dakota, literally the neighbors, and up into Canada. But that's it. Margaret, welcome. So, Topher should make Meteorite playing cards so you can learn. Oh, Jennifer! And because when they get together at Tucson, they play what they call pocket link poker. So you just literally like whatever meteorite you've got hanging around in your pocket, or, and in fact, they've played even before, like for, you know, oh, I haven't got a meteorite in my pocket, but I do have, you know, $100 and a gift card to, you know, Subway and one to, God, I can't even think of the names of places where you buy things like that. Starbucks, you know, like whatever, right? Like, so they throw down on what they call pocket lint poker. And like I say, then they're playing mostly for some meteorites and stuff. So playing cards with meteorites and meteorite info on them would be like the bee's knees for that poker game. That like once a year poker game in Tucson with the meteorite nerds. Like, are you kidding me right now, Jennifer? Have we never thought about this? Kingsley North makes rock and mineral ones. Jennifer is like making my eye twitch. Like, Jennifer, we're kind of a game playing family up here. We're kind of, you know, we like our cards and games and things and stuff. And I might need to have some of this stuff in my near future, in my world, in my near future. Yeah, in fact, a couple of years ago when they were going down for Meteorite Mansion, and I sang the Roadhouse Blues in Meteorite fashion, and I was like, I can't even remember all the words or anything right now, and it's gonna sound like Greek to you guys, but I'm like, at the back of the mansion they got a poker table. Yeah, at the back of the mansion, they got a poker table. And then I can't remember, it was like placing bets with meteorites, and they're going to play all night long. And then I sing this, I break it down, and I'm like, well, I placed me a bet with I don't remember, like a henberry, and I won me a palisade, or I can't remember. Oh my goodness. And I was singing just about all like the meteorites that are being all thrown down, and I'm like, Chinga, Vanillis, Cranberry, and Golden Palisade. Keep on making bets all night. It was so fun. They do actually have a poker chip with a meteorite inlay that is part of their kitty. When you win the Meteorite 20, Pocket Limp Poker Game 2025 chip, right? Poker chip to take home with you. Like I say, it's like a coveted thing. Like, and then they do all kinds of fun stuff with each other. They're running around autographing saw blades, and it's not really an autograph thing. It's just like, this is who was at our party this year in 2025, and everybody signed the saw blades so we remember who was there. They do fun stuff down there. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. I don't know how we got all that way off that track, but we did, and I knew we would, and it's okay. But yeah, I did not know that you could get playing cards made, and we have a meeting tonight. Let me whisper it into the ear of the chief fun advisor. I love it. It's a rock and meteorite ID night tonight, I think, on our meetings, so we'll get to, I actually really enjoy that. It's a challenge for me. And not that every rock is challenging, because sometimes I can take one glance at it and I'm like, oh no, we're gonna have to break some hearts here. But because it challenges you to have to articulate what it is you are seeing and why you think what you think. So in that way, I like that. I like to be challenged to express the deeper things of things. I think it helps to educate all of us as a group. And it's great because I can come up with my educated guesses and opinions of a rock that are very, very greatly from another crew members. And we're all like, that's cool. Thanks for your opinion. Like, yeah, your ideas are interesting as well, and valuable and valued as well. So it's always I think good science is I can't stress this enough, like, is not getting hyper focused on one thing, right? If you want to really not put a hard stop on your learning, you've got to consider all options, all angles, and all ideas, right? That's how we really progress your learning and things. You might learn what's wrong. You might learn where meteorites aren't. You might learn what doesn't cure cancer, right? But you learned something along the way. So again, even if we don't all agree and we come up with some different ideas, I think it's awesome for us to have to pick our brains and have to articulate why that thing is looking this way or not to us. I think it's a lot of fun. I like that kind of mental challenge. So, and it's fun to get off track sometimes too. Yeah, Jennifer. So that's a little insight into my head. I hate to break hearts, but to articulate why, insteed of, and I've been on the other side of it too. I've been a rock hound who has a suspicious looking rock, and you're doing as best you can to get some information off the internet to compare your rock to, and it's just about maddening because half of the stuff out there is just not good information anyway, and it's really hard to compare. There's earth rocks that look like meteorites and meteorites that look like earth rocks, and it's just not so sometimes. And so it can be like jumping into the deep end and like you are drowning, right? And so it is really cool to, like I say, from the other side of things, to get that opinion. And again, I'm not at all about breaking hearts. But yeah, it's good to know, and it's good to hear, and it's good to always back up to that and keep that sharp, that what do you see and why? And again, to hear everybody else's opinions so that I don't just get lost in my own world. I get to experience and experiment with lots of different angles and ideas. So yeah, and I just chased Sharon out of here. Just kidding, Sharon, I know. I gotta get some packages out, Sharon, and you're on that list, but you know what, honestly, some of the people who are on my list for the longest get hooked up the bestest, so. Oh. If I failed to speak up early, am I articulate? Bump. Opal guy. Excuse me. Yeah, thank you guys, everybody who's in watching today and doing the thing. Like, somebody hit the hearts. Why haven't we? I gotta get some hearts in. I'm gonna hammer the hearts because I like to hammer the hearts. You guys know I like to hammer the hearts. Won't let me hammer my own hearts. There they go. There they go. 4 minutes till zucchini bread. T-minus 4 minutes for zucchini bread for Opal Guy. Right on. Thank you, Sharon. Yeah, you guys are all awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you in here today. It's again, a lot of people reached out to me about the video and wanted my input, and rather than answer everybody individually, I thought I'd answer everybody collectively, because there might even be a few people out there who were like, I wonder if she knows about this, and didn't reach out to me and wanted to know what I thought about it. So I definitely wanted to share that with you guys. Yeah, the video, that's my take on that video, Opal Guy, just in case you were curious. Yep. I think it's legit. I think the people involved are legit. I think that the place name and the classification are 101 and 110% proof that that is legit. I do, yes. Yep. Sharon, I do. So I definitely wanted to address that, answer any of those questions you guys might have had, and tell you how come and why. Again, not just say, yeah, I think it's legit, but why do I think that? How did we come to that determination, you know? So thanks for joining me as we went through that, learned all of that. Again, I'm so excited about adding this to my little desk area and just checking it out throughout the year. If you haven't checked out Topherspin Meteorites, definitely do. It's such a cool group of science-minded individuals over there. And again, if you're not careful, you learn something new every day. I love it. So, excuse me. It's time to fill my cup up again. But, yeah, we did that. We talked about this. Am I missing anything? I don't think so. Read my description on my video and make sure that I didn't promise anything else in there. Oh, let's see. A doorbell camera caught footage of a suspected meteorite impact practically falling on someone's front porch. Is it real? I will tell you what I know about this and let's see what we can learn together. Also, I have a meteorite calendar from Topherspin Meteorites that is totally out of this world. And speaking of out of this world, let's take talk about that photo reel of AZ stuff. And that is out of the world beautiful. I love how the microscope makes the rocks look so outer worldly. And of course, I am sure we'll get off track and talk about some botholes, but that's okay. Happy Wednesday. All right, I think we did it. Me too. On to filling that cup up. Lots going on this afternoon. Passion, Rock Solid Passion is, I think, planning on doing a live this evening. If you get the chance to go in and give her a little support, please do. I always have to apologize. I know Joshua's Journeys did some stuff on Wednesdays nights. Look what you did to me, Josh. You just made me say that. That I always had to just go catch the replay on because I'm at my meteorite meetings. And yeah, I think AZ Rock Counting Expeditions, I'm not sure if they're up to their usual shenanigans tonight too, but I think they try to do a video. They go backwards of me. I do a live, they do a video, they do a live, I do a video. It's kind of funny. So anyway, on that note, it is my Friday today. It's my Saturday today. It's everybody else's Wednesday today. So what else do I know? Not a lot. Not a lot. I have to go take a little lunch break and then see what kind of stuff I can get up to. And there it is, 6 p.m. tonight. AZ Route Counting Expeditions will have a video for us, I believe. Again, I'll have to watch it later. I haven't missed a meteorite meeting since I started attending those meetings with those guys. So, yeah, I gotta be there. It, like I say, it just tickles me. It tickles my brain in delightful ways, as I love to learn. Not about everything, but I like to learn about some things that tickle my brain. So, you know, like when I had to go get my kid to talk to the electrician. Do I need to learn how to be an electrician? I don't think that, no. I don't think I'm pretty sure. I've had enough experiences that I can say I dislike being electrocuted a lot. It's not my favorite thing. So let somebody who likes to get electrocuted learn about being an electrician. Maybe they don't like to, but at least they can tolerate it, you know, I mean. So, yeah, there are some things that are just not for me, but when it's a topic that delights me, oh man, there's no stopping me. I want all of the info I can get. So, and I think that's part of staying a child, or childlike, or, you know, that ability to seek knowledge and play. That's what I do with my days off. I seek knowledge and I play. So, anyway, yeah, see what else I can be cutting. I've got just an array of beautiful bots, whole covered, fantastic yellows. There's red, yellows, green, blue. Oh my God, the colors in AZ stuff. I did do some of my Montana stuff too. And I've got a bunch more of that lined up and it'll coming our way soon. I mean, I could run that saw literally 24/7 probably. And it would just be wonderful, right? Like let's see. Oh, yeah, that's going to be nice. He's a little on the smaller side, but that's okay. I'll just cut him in half and send him through Joseph's tumbler. I got a hair on me that needs to go. That's going to be juicy. There's a little bit of druzy on the edges somewhere. I don't know if we're going to get that captured in here or not. Fam, we're just getting ready to leave. I was just talking about all the rocks I could be cutting this afternoon. And I'm not even exaggerating that. Like, I'm underselling that, actually. And as much fun as we have had with AZ's box, we're still not done. We still have some of it. I have been trying, just so that when it's time to do tumblers and stuff, it's not, well, and there's nothing wrong with having a whole barrel full of nothing but AZ stuff, but I've also been trying to slip some of these Montanas and stuff in as well, so that I have a little bit of variation. It's been a minute. Actually, I want to mention the Porcupine Emporium because I'm not done with that yet either. And it's been a minute since I've mentioned it. My mother-in-law, not only did I make her a beautiful gator claw necklace for Christmas this year with her gator claws that she got. But also she just opened a business just down the street from me called the Porcupine Emporium. And she's selling all kinds of really cute things, little gifts and things, and clothing, jewelry, soaps, salves, coffee cups, you name it, that kind of stuff. But she's got a little PrairieGirlRocks corner in her store where I'm selling some of my stuff. And it's been really neat for me to watch, because in a town like this, it does nobody any good to have a business be empty and closed, right? And she's got a really cool attitude about people have taken the time to exit off of the interstate and to come into our town. They need fuel, they need a restroom, they need a refreshment. And again, she's aware that some of these people are coming up to the Canadian border and that can be really stressful and crazy and intimidating. And, if you've never done it before and you have no idea what you're in for, what to expect or how to approach it, it can cause a little bit of anxiety. So she's got a really cool, like, genuine, great big heart of an attitude of like, these people have come off of the interstate. They've stopped in our town. We should greet them. We should welcome them. They, offer them a respite as their final stop before they approach, a border crossing, possibly for the first time, And there's times too when that line going, not right now. Right now, you can probably just zoom right into Canada and back out. Probably no line at all because weather sucks. But during snowbird season, when everybody's going to Arizona where the weather's nice, and during snowbird season when everybody's coming back from Arizona when the weather gets hot down there and gets nice up here, that's when the line gets very long up there. And so it is nice to have a spot to stop and, like I say, use a restroom, get some refreshments, that kind of thing. So I just love her caring attitude, her hospitality attitude, her, let's welcome them attitude. I love her. She's just great. So, but yeah, one of these days I want to do just a quick little, meet and greet and pop in. The only holdup we've had is that she's got her storefront set up and things like that. She hasn't quite got her website and things like that set up. And that's something that I'd like to be able to share with you guys when the time comes. So again, we'll maybe do a little meet and greet with her. So she is just hey, Phoenix, she's just a little spitfire, ball of energy, she's something else. And I think you guys would get a kick out of her. You can't talk to her and not, look, I just think about her and it makes me smile. She's a great person. So, yes, that's right, Wild. So, yeah. Again, I want to share that. You guys might not even be interested, but maybe you'd like to just, like I say, she's a great inspiration, and I'd be real surprised if she didn't say something that inspired somebody to do something, challenge themselves to do something, to be kind at the very least. She leaves you with that kind of a feeling. It's neat. It's a neat vibe. It's neat energy. Can we come collect my something weather? My weather? You don't want my weather. It's not great out there. It's nice today. It's beautiful, warm, but it's so slickery. Just walking to and fro the truck is quite an adventure. You almost need like your spiked shoes and your ski poles just to get to the truck and back. It's lethal. Awesome. Yeah, and Phoenix has been putting up some videos lately too. So check that out. He's been hammering them out, doing some cool stuff. He's got some beautiful stones. Anyway, I need to go blow my nose. And I definitely don't want to put you guys through that. It was 14 degrees here last night. I think your weather escaped. I kind of think that too, and I've just been okay with it. Call me a bad parent. I'm just gonna let that dog run away. It was Chubby Hubby. He had too much and he was like, hey, I'd like to share a little here and share a little there. And he was being like Oprah. He was like, you get some snow and you get some snow and you get some too. And check underneath your seat, you all get snow. Yeah, no, it was yikers. Hey, James. And welcome to the 4-month members of Prairie Pebbles. You rock. Cheers to that. All right. Anyway, voiceover. It's coming. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, goodness. Always glad to share because he's such a caring dude. Agree, Chubby. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm always willing to share too. If anybody ever wants some of my wind or snow, I'd love to share it. Yeah. And thanks to whoever's sharing the sunshine with me today, because that's an unexpected treat this time of year. And when it does this, I'm like, dang, maybe I should get out just a little before the meeting. But then again, I'm like, I step outside and I'm like, oh, that's a good way to twist an ankle, fall on your head, and all kinds of crazy stuff. Like everyone, I think everyone's gonna be sliding around town today. So, all right, again, I gotta go blow my poor little scratchy nose. Poor thing. I will have mystery boxes of snow and cold available soon. Oh, Mr. Chubby Hubby Enterprises, you guys. Be sure to check it out. Not a sponsor. I hate to copy Chubby Hubby, but I also would like to offer some mystery boxes, and mine will be a surprise. You won't know if you'll get wind with glitter or snow with glitter. Or if you'll get wind and snow and glitter. And on that note, oh, see me on Etsy. Excuse me, but I smell good. All right, anyway. Oh, I love you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out today. I hope that this has helped just, put a smile right in the middle of your week somehow. And also, I hope that you learned just a little bit of something today. And hopefully it was slightly delightful for you to do so. I thought maybe some of you guys would be interested since you messaged me, so I wanted to answer. And if you didn't know about it, you do now. Great. I'm glad to hear that, Wild. And thanks again, Ryan and Chubby Hubby and Phoenix and Karen and Bear and Lava and Jeff and oh my gosh, so many of you guys, Jahik and oh my, and Julie and Brian and everybody was here today. All the cool kids were here today. I love it. Not only did it make my day, but hopefully it made everybody's day, hopefully. Made my day. So, yeah, like I say, hopefully you had just a little bit of chuckle. Oh, and I sang a song for you guys today too. Like, may you be entertained. And the only reason I think why that works is because I entertain the shit out of myself. Oh, you guys, I am such a nerd. I'm glad you appreciate hanging out with me. Nerds welcome. I love it. I love it. And again, guys are the best. You guys all rock. My rock fam rocks. Your rock fam rocks. We all rock. Oh, look at the buttholes in that beautiful stone. Oh, I can't even cover that up. I got it. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's going in the front. All right, we're singing the song, and then I'm going to start stuffing stuff in the big saw, or even better yet, I really daggone need to do some flat lap work. Oh, if only there were two of me. All right, let's sing the song. Let's get the heck out of here and go do something awesome. Thank you, Bear. I'm glad you're still lurking. Pretty rocks out on the prairie. Pretty rocks are everywhere. Pretty rocks for us to look at. Pretty rocks are everywhere. There's a pink one and a green one and a blue one and a yellow one, and they all are very pretty, and they all are everywhere. In a world where you can choose to be anything, choose to be kind. And